Oh, Roblox, you are the game of all time. The game that has an infinite amount of games, but also no games. It's a weird monkey's paw because you could be given some of the best games to ever grace the site, but then be hit by 20 games that make me want to gouge my eyes out. But one thing that remains consistent with this platform is it being insanely popular. Not only that games tend to come and go, what's popular now is likely to die down in the future. Obbies and tycoons used to reign supreme in the mid to late 2010s, but eventually that swapped to like story games like camping, and then also got swapped out for stuff like horror games. As of now, we are stuck with the main form of content, Brainrot games.
All I wanted was to see tongue, sir.
Oh, and also like a boatload of ASIM games.
Fresh meat.
We'll get there by the end. We'll get there. Now, what even is a Brainrot game, and what would I consider to be a part of the list? To put it simply, games tend to include characters from the AI-generated series Italian Brainrot. Things like Trippy Troppy or my goat, Triple T Sohor. Another qualifier for Brainrot games is the amount of studs everywhere, which brings me to games like Grow a Garden, the once reigning champion of Roblox before being overtaken by stealabrainrot. But that will be tackled on later, hopefully. But I think that's enough exposition. I will be talking about the games that I liked in the bunch, the games that I didn't, and the weird middle ground. The big overarching question looming over me is, why are these games so hated? And the sub-question, is it really just because they're popular? The short answer for the latter is, yeah, kinda. But for the answer of the first question, I'm gonna have to dig deeper. Anyways, if you at all enjoy the video, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and maybe by the end of the year, I could hopefully hit 1,000 subscribers, which would be so fucking cool. So yeah, like and subscribe if you want to. Let's move on to...
All I wanted was to see tongue, sir. One more time. And now I'm not gonna be able to. I'm not gonna be able to tongue, sir. This is my...
I'm never gonna recover from making this video. Okay, so I thought that I'd start with the extremely obvious and most popular on the list, given the record highs it has shattered every single time an admin abuse happens. If you told a Victorian-era child about this, I think they'd actually fucking keel over and die on the spot because of the fuck is going on here. In a general sense, I have a very cold take on this game. It sucks, it doesn't deserve popularity, blah blah blah. Playing it sometimes makes me want to rip my fucking skin off. But, you know what? I might have a hot take here, but here goes. I completely understand why this game is able to keep the attention of the masses, and I think they have perfected that formula. Also, TikTok might have helped in that regard, but I'll refer to it in a bit. Obviously, I'm referring to stealabrainrot. What do I even add? You know what this is. You are very likely not a mindless child or someone named SML Universe. You know exactly what this is. Thankfully, the game is very easy to explain. You are given a runway with brainrots that walk down it. Each brainrot has a name, rarity, and cost to bring it to your base. When bought, they will walk to your base. If someone has the funds, they can contest you to get a hold of the brainrot. The price will increase until one of you can't outbid. Very simple. Now, with a brainrot in your base, it will start building up a set amount of cash per second, which can be used to buy more brainrots and to rebirth. This game fucking sucks. It's boring, it's repetitive, it lacks any sort of depth, and they got rid of Triple T! They got rid of Triple T! As you can tell, I'm very, very serious about Triple T. Which leaves many to question, why in the world is it so popular? As I said, I do understand why, and it's because of, well, content. Not particularly children as most would assume, but humor me here, because it's a whole variety of factors that add up to a point of this game being so popular. The first factor is obviously children. And because a lot of children actually have Roblox voice chat for some reason, they can turn it on and you can hear their reaction. Which leads to factor 2. TikTokers playing the game with the express purpose of stealing kids' brainrots for clips. Essentially clip farming. Then factor 3, videos reach people who want to get the exact same reactions, so they fall into the same loop of obsessively playing the game for that one dopamine hit that comes with bullying children. Is that likely why the game is so popular? Probably not, but I think that's what's keeping the game afloat besides the weekly editions. And as much as I hate the game, I think Sammy is a grade A developer and keeps his community in check. He could start a Roblox avatar cult and it would be everywhere. So yeah, as much as I hate this game and I think it doesn't deserve its most players of all time award, I think overall it's an okay experience and is quite fun given you have some friends around and you like bullying children. The next game I refuse to play. Fuck off. Gorilla Garden sucks. Screw you, Jandal. You ruined the platform. Yada yada. You've heard this before, probably. That's quite literally what I wrote in the script.
Oh yeah, I am Abraham. I am Abraham. I am Abraham. Abraham Lincoln. I am Abraham. I am Abraham.
99 nights in the forest. How about you spend 99 nights with some bitches? I don't know how to particularly start this segment, so this is the best you're gonna get. Anyways, 99 Nights in the Forest is, at the time of the script, the most popular game on Roblox, having the highest player count during the day and night. While never reaching the highs of Gorilla Garden or Steal a Brainrot, it's safe to say that this game is a sleeper hit. But is it good? I mean, it's okay. It's not bad by any means, but of all the games in this video, this game gets boring fast, and is only truly fun with friends. In this game, you are put into a world. You chop down trees, put one into fire, upgrade your base. There are also 4 missing kids that you need to save, so get to it. That's pretty much all there is, besides nighttime when this deer shows up. And to put it bluntly, they are the biggest non-issue of all time, as long as you have a flashlight. Is that an adequate enough explanation for you? No? Well, this game does have a few things that fall under special events or world generation. You can spawn in a world that either has a fire biome or ice biome, having different stuff to gather, and there are special events that are just really random things that can just happen, like a meteor shower. As I said, the game is fine. It can be fun in short bursts, but the game requires you to play for hours if you want a high day count, which goes on forever, by the way. I'm afraid I don't have the motivation to sink in my chair for 7 hours just playing the game that has little to no variety in gameplay. Heaven forbid I try doing a solo run. If I did, I think I'd end up like Curly from Mouthwash. God damn it! Yeah, that's all I have to say. Can we just move on to the next segment?
Well, this stinks.
There are only 2 left. The last 2 games, and possibly the most hated and polarizing of the games mentioned in this video. Is it for good reason? In my opinion, no. Okay, prefacing here, we are prefacing, we have to build some shit so I can avoid talking about it. No, this is not talking about any drama. I'm looking at you, Forsaken. I'm so tired of all the Forsaken drama. I don't want to talk about it. I'd rather die, so, I just got a really exciting job for y'all. Today, you're gonna be helping the one, the only, souldrivenlove! The original Forsaken owner? We're not allowed to say no to anyone that calls us. So yeah, you're gonna be helping souldrivenlove smile. Pretty cool, right? Okay, more positive news. I fucking love dandysworld. I fucking love Forsaken. And I don't care if that makes me a cornball. I think both games are genuinely great, and I will always enjoy them for what they offer to the Roblox platform. Okay, let's start with the lesser of the two, though. Dandy's World. Dandy's World is a Markiplier survival horror game where you and up to 7 other people enter randomly kind of generated floors that progressively add more twisteds and adds up more machines until you lose. You play as these characters called toons. All have varying stats and abilities, which can either be too good or kind of lame overall. Or you could also, play the best character in the game. Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Let's talk about the stats in the game, because those are like the main backbone of everything. Skill check affects the bars that happen when you do machines. This bar will be at its smallest when it's at 1 star, and will be at its biggest at 5. I'm also pretty sure it gives you a bigger boost in I-core production when at 5, but it's not noticeable to me. Movement speed is obvious. 1 star, you're extremely slow. 5 star, you're extremely fast. Fast characters are very fun, but I often find myself playing slower toons for the added challenge and interest in a longer run. Stamina is arguably the most useless. The stars indicate how much you will have in 25 intervals, 1 being 100 and 5 being 200. Trust me, as much as I want to say it's important, it really isn't. Unless your toon moves super slow. Stealth indicates stealth. It's the least important to me. And finally, extraction speed is the undisputed king of all the stats in my opinion. Dandy's World goes on endlessly, so the toon you pick is very important. Each toon either has a passive buff or an active ability, which can change the way you play the game. Whether it be more co-op oriented like Boxton, giving more extraction speed based on the amount of players in the lobby, or like Sylvester, which provides an extra hit point to the toon, which is good for playing it solo. Obviously, as I said, the toon you choose is important, which ultimately leads to issues. I love this game, but it's way too grindy and boring at times that I just stopped playing it for a while, especially during the holidays when there are event toons. Another issue is the balancing of toons. Not all toons are created equal, and some yada are just too good that it leaves no reason to use any other toons unless you want a challenge. Dandy's World is at its most fun with friends or when you are playing with intentional stipulations. Overall, I think Dandy's World is a very good game, but it does get grating after some time, and due to the grindy nature of this game, it doesn't keep my attention for as long as it should given what you're supposed to achieve inside the game. Very good for a Roblox game. I could totally see this working as a Steam game, and I think that is very commendable. Okay. Now the biggest beast, Forsaken. I'm definitely gonna be a cornball now if I wasn't before, but here goes. Forsaken is one of the best Roblox games, period. That's a very bold claim to make, and I'm aware of that, but please hear me out. Forsaken is the sole reason I even came back to play Roblox in the first place. I have so many good memories with my friends, and even just playing it by myself, it's still so much fun. Even if the game is an unbalanced mess, at times I feel like it strikes the balance between being incredibly fun and buggy to the point where I can't help but have fun with it. I know it's biased speaking, but I genuinely have been obsessed with this game for the past 5 months, and I was literally milestone 4 cool kid for Halloween. Literally, look at my costume. But I digress. If you hate the game, then that's okay. I'm no god of Roblox games, but I can always rely on this game to give me a fun time while I'm upset. I know I say this a lot, but an entire video about this game and the torturous amount of hours I put into it is pretty warranted, so maybe expect that eventually. I think the only way I can finally cleanse my body of this game, and if everything in this game gets worse, then I can die happy knowing I was able to craft a video about something I love to bits. Also, this video is long enough, and if I go crazy here, this video might come alive and blow my fucking head off, so I'll stop here. Before I move on to the next and final segment, I just want to bring up the music of the game. This is the only game here that has a genuine soundtrack, and I think this is genuinely the best soundtrack on Roblox, period. And I'm not afraid to admit that. From the insane bounciness and whimsy that is from Ready or Not, or the bit crushed banger. God, that was stupid. That is Famicomicide. I can say I have a soft spot for the soundtrack, but I do have a favorite. And if this is my only opportunity to talk about this, I'm gonna take it. I don't even care anymore. I sound like Sonic Sega Gamer, but Plead is one of the best songs I have ever listened to from a video game, and I'm sick of pretending like the song doesn't make me geek out of my mind. This is a Last Man Standing theme between 00797 and Cool Kid. It's a song about a father trying to plead to his son's emotions to snap him out of the mindset that is him simply thinking that everything is a game of tag. The song starts off with a very suspenseful beginning before building and building this tension until leading to the actual chase portion, which takes direct motifs from Ready or Not, Cool Kid's chase theme. And it's just so good. Here's a segment. And that's all I wanted to add. Let's move on to... Holy shit, these transitions suck. Oh my fucking god.
Dad, I'm coming for you.
Guess it's just me and you, Cool Kid.
I guess so,
I'll
Dad.
have to bleed out of this.
Are you ding 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 done?
Cool Kid, is it you, son? Ow!
Yes, it is. I found you.
Son, is it you? It's the Spectre.
Just like I asked in the beginning, why are these games so hated? I have been wondering this since I even started thinking of this video, and I really think that it's mostly just because of the popularity of the games, and that they're mainstream and not niche. At least that's how I believe it starts. Then that builds into other things, more people will inevitably find out about it, and those who will hate on it will be very vocal about it, and that's not a bad thing. You are allowed to not like a fake fucking video game, and I think a lot of people don't realize how nuanced this topic is. Opinions exist, and granted, it's mostly children saying that, oh, this game sucks, blah blah blah, but you are able to love a game and acknowledge its flaws as much as you are able to hate a game's existence. But acknowledge the good aspects in it. As much as I don't like Stealabrainrot, I can absolutely understand the appeal. And even though I love Forsaken, I hate how the characters, two-time, are handled in a gameplay sense. I also think that it's dumb to say that you don't like a game based on nothing because you didn't play it. And don't think I'm being hypocritical because I just played Grow a Garden just to fucking mess with you. To prove my point, I played the game, and it is not as bad as I thought, just generally bland, but nothing harmful, and overall it makes sense why it got popular. It's perfect for YouTube Shorts, and those weird plant gambling live streams, so Grow a Garden being the biggest is kind of something I can understand, even if the game isn't my cup of tea. And also, this is extremely outdated, it's not the biggest anymore. Even then, I think a lot of people view games like Gag as more of a harm than they actually are, because I'd rather my kid play Stealabrainrot or Grow a Garden over like Public Bathroom Simulator or anything made by the official Teddy. Fuck you, Teddy. Also, I believe this leads into a bigger issue of fandom culture, but I won't go into that much. Just hating a game purely based on its fandom is just dumb logic. I don't know what you want me to say here. Plus, if you think Forsaken has a bad fandom, clearly you haven't seen the atrocities of the MLP community. Don't look it up. Please, I'm begging you, don't look it up.
shirts
Roblox,
and shirts.
Roblox, shirts.
This video was made mostly for the fun of it, but man, I am glad I'm done with this video. I've been teasing this for like 2 months. That's literally where my script ends. Roblox is a cool platform sometimes, what can I say? Except when they're being fucking weird and adding weird age verification. I don't... How do you even solve an issue like that? I have no fucking clue. Please explain to me like I'm an idiot here.
Anyways, if you liked the video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. If you would be so kind to. I am extremely close to 1,000 subscribers. And if we can hit it by the end of the year, that'd be super duper cool. And I can only do that with your help. But again, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Fuck. Anyways, my name is Carbon. This has been my manifesto. Goodbye.